This is Jonathan Agger, your fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Azim here at McGuigan's Gym. It's your stablemate Chris Smith's media day. He's fighting next week in Bournemouth against your old stablemate Lawrence Cully. What are you thinking about this?
Yeah, it's a great fight for the boxing fans and for the public, and I'm friends with both of them. So, but I've seen both of them spar as well. And for that, they're both fighting now, so which is it's a big fight as well. So Chris is looking good in the gym. He's looking tremendous, and it's going to be a great night of boxing. So,
is it a strange one knowing them how you do, seeing them spar, seeing them every day? Yeah. Is it a weird one?
It is quite a weird one, but it's boxing at the end of the day. So when you go into that ring, it's all business. But when you come out of the ring, it's all friends, and it's all support. So, but yeah, I understand the point, because Chris is working towards the world title and he's got his opportunity now, and he took it with both hands. So.
Obviously, you were training through Ramadan, and then you had Eid. How was it training through Ramadan?
Yeah, it was quite good. I was quite used to it. The reason I'm quite used to it is because throughout my boxing, I have to cut weight, and so the fasting period is quite easy for me because I'm quite used to it. So during the period of fasting, I was quite easy. So for me.
What did you think of your last fight against Reyes? Tough guy. You got rounds in. People thought you'd get rid of him early, but how'd you look at it? Were you disappointed or not?
No, I wasn't disappointed at all. I actually ticked a lot of boxes from in that fight. He was very tough. He absorbed all my punches, took the power as well. Obviously, I dropped him as well during that fight. But the main thing for me is that during that fight, I've messed up my hand. So I punched throughout the whole contest, and then obviously, I won by wide unanimous decision. So I actually think it's like a box ticks for me, because a lot of people were thinking he hasn't been rounds yet. So it'd be good throughout my career, I'm going to be in harder fights. So this is a good learning curve for me.
And just tell us about your next opponent. How much do you know about him?
Yeah, I've watched a couple of clips of him on YouTube. He's a good fighter. He's a very technical fighter, but I don't think he's the type of guy that he's a pressure fighter. He's more of a guy who boxes. So with boxers, it's actually easier for me, because when I see a boxer box me, then I can show my class.
I mean, are you looking at the, I know you and Dalton Smith keep getting linked, to probably happen in the future, but are you kind of looking at that fight he's got coming up against Maxwell?
Yeah, Maxwell and Dalton's a great fight, but I think Dalton's going to beat him quite easy. Maxwell, he is a good fighter, but I think he's coming towards his end of his career, so he took the right fight with Dalton, and I think Dalton is going to win it quite easy. So.
What did you think of Rowley's win on the weekend? Seemed like a pretty early stoppage.
That was a terrible stoppage. The guy even dropped him as well. So Rowley, I don't think he's that good in my opinion. He just during that fight, I don't know. It's just it didn't make sense, because the stoppage. I think the stoppage was it was the guy didn't even hit him. You know what I mean? So it was kind of unfair on the other guy. So I think Rowley is not that good in my opinion. So
I was looking at the WBA rankings, and you're I think 13th,
yeah.
And obviously he's champion. I know obviously that fight's not going to happen yet, but what would have happened if you win with Rowley, do you think?
Do you know what? To be honest, I think I'll beat him quite easy, because one thing about Rowley, he shows his shots. He throws from wide angles. With me, I've got speed and I've got power, so if I land a shot on him, then I know that I don't think he will be able to take it, because the guy on the weekend, he's really old, but he still dropped Rowley. So but I think Ryan Garcia would probably fight Rowley, and I think Garcia would knock Rowley out because of the speed and power he has. So.
What did you make of Tank Garcia?
Oh, that was a good fight. That was a great fight, but I didn't expect it to be like that, go down with the liver shot. But I know from previous spars that Ryan said that he said that he had an injury on the rib. So, but I don't know if that's true, because after the fight, that's where all the excuses come out. So.
Just final question, another big fight coming up in the division, Taylor against Lopez in a few weeks' time. How do you see the fight going?
It's a great fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight, but I'm urging towards Teofimo Lopez. I think he's the younger fighter and fresher fighter. Taylor's like, I think he's like a bit older, so I don't know if the age will catch up to him, but it's a good fight, so.
Adam, appreciate your time, mate. Cheers.